Hi, my name is Solomia Zahrai. I am a business representative working with one of the biggest IT vendors in Ukraine. This is my personal initiative, Work with Ukraine, a series of interviews with Ukrainian-based and Ukrainian-founded companies, which are continued delivering services despite the current situation in the country. Today, I have a great guest with me, the founder of Drone UA. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name is Valerii Iakovenko, and I'm the founder of the robotics company Drone UA. And it is a pleasure to be with you here today, since it is really important to continue communications, to continue work processes, to continue work, because our country defense depend on the quality of the work of each Ukrainian person. So the connections, this is always a good possibility to make, and it is always a good chance to introduce myself, my company, my colleagues, my competitors from the market, since the market is in need of help. It is in need of attention from abroad, since we have to launch all the processes we have. My name is Valerii, and I'm the founder of Drone UA company, and this company was built within technologies of drones that was used in different industries as industrial use for business purposes only. We don't have any kind of consumer clients or consumer channel. Our work is based on B2B and B2G relations. And actually, right now, we always worked in different industries like agriculture, like surveying, like energy sector. But right now, one of our sectors that we have worked before started to work as one of the biggest is security. Like since Ukraine is in need of really high defense potential, a lot of our colleagues joined Ukrainian forces. We are collaborating really close with different teams from the government who are in charge of defense questions. So basically, right now we are using our technologies as a survey, as inspection, as eyes in the sky possibilities for Ukrainian defenders. And every Ukrainian, without any exclusions, is a defender of Ukrainian country. I don't know even one who is not in charge of something good and something important for the country. That everybody is in charge. As a company, we started to work with hardware, and from the beginning, we started to work with software direction as well. We are working as a data processing center for several abroad companies from Switzerland, from Australia, from even Colombia. So basically, we have a lot of clients around the world where they need some kind of help with technology of GIS system, when we process aerial data obtained not only via drones, but from the classic aviation and from satellite imagery as well. We see Ukraine as a data processing hub, and we have started to establish this vision from our services like 7 or 8 years ago. Right now, we definitely can say that we have a success here. We have additional companies on the market that are doing the same, but we are looking for new partners, new possibilities. And actually, I'd like to even say thanks to our existing clients, for example, since we are receiving a lot of support. One of our clients from Switzerland sent us around 80,000 euros of the donations for the Ukrainian defense industry as a prepayment for all our services 1 year in advance. Some other channels also helping us, and like this is just a few to mention. There is pretty much more ways to help, and actually our foreign partners are using this possibility.
It's very, very inspiring. I'm glad to hear that you're advancing in this direction and that you have found such great partners that are supporting you. Something which I wanted to ask you, what do you think are your key strengths as a company and as Drone UA?
First of all, we are a professional integrator and working with big industrial clients in Ukraine. We provide full stack of technologies to implement for their work purposes. Talking about services that we provide for our foreign clients, I'd like to say that our main strength is persons, people, Ukrainian people. We really we are thinking and we understand that the people is the power that we have. So right now we provide nice services and high quality services within geoinformational systems, processing the geospatial data for our foreign clients, and the quality is one of our key strengths. This is it.
That's not a little, that's actually a lot. What about the amount of people that you currently employ? How many people do you have?
Right now we have 55 people, 55 persons, and each of them continue to work, each of them staying with us. Somebody is staying with us remotely, somebody is in the office in Kiev, somebody is in other offices around Ukraine, but everybody is working and helping the company, helping Ukraine to get high results during this war.
How safe do you consider everybody is? How safe
everybody is
you?
Safe. Okay. Everybody is safe. Unfortunately, I cannot say that Ukraine is a safe country, since there are possible strikes of missile strikes around the whole country. So basically, always when I'm speak with the foreign auditory, I'm always telling that Ukraine needs a closed sky, since we are not feeling safe. Nobody in Ukraine, from the Uzhgorod to Donetsk, is feeling safe, since the strikes are coming on all territory of Ukraine without any warnings, and the targeted areas are not military, they are civilian-based areas. So basically, we cannot feel safe. But I can tell that most part of my team is staying away from the shooting areas, but some of them are pretty close or even within these areas. So in total, we are safe. We are alive.
That's something I like to hear. Something which I wanted to ask you, so since you do software and hardware, do you have access to all the materials that you need in order to provide services?
Unfortunately, right now we have extreme shortage of materials for the hardware. Actually, we took all these possible stocks from the our European colleagues, and all international stocks in Europe are empty. Regarding software, it is much easier, but still we are in lack of good connectivity. We have less quantity of workplaces with the good technical possibilities right now, but we are working on establishing new logistic chains. We are working into establishing new workplaces. We are opening new offices or office/residential areas. We hope that in short period we will get back to our maximum potential. But right now we are trying to rebuild everything what was destroyed as a business processes.
Yeah, I think in general there is a good saying about that's where is the will, there is a way, right? So that's what you're doing. I mean, somebody who has to win has to find ways to do that. So when we're talking about working with clients, okay, how can they pay you? How are you able to provide all services to clients right now, or is there something that you would rather like to focus on for the upcoming new clients and partners that you want to cooperate with?
This is a great question, actually. I think that within software products, we definitely have all possibilities and we can do everything what we did before. We are lacking some of the processing power from our stations and services that remained right now closed or unavailable. But I think that in a short period of time, we will regain those processing possibilities. I'm talking about servers, computers, etc. If we are talking about our hardware supply chain, well, it is difficult. I believe that we will have problems with this question. One more direction that we currently have, this is servicing possibilities for Ukrainian clients using drones and different other robotics, providing services on the fields. For example, right today, I have received a request for a big farmer in Nikolaevsk Oblast. He wants to start a seeding campaign. He wants to send tractors with seeders to start seed different crops, not to lose the season for a crop growing as a crop growing season, and he cannot enter the field since there was shooting in his areas, and there are a lot of arms unexploded bombs within his fields, and he needs a help finding those artifacts on his fields and destroying it. Actually, drones can find those objects. They can mark them with precise mapping possibilities. We can detect them. Sometimes even is a semi-autonomous way. But the problem is that to get this data, to get this intelligence, we still have to fly over the fields. And the problem, those fields are in Nikolaevsk Oblast, where actually the fightings are continuing right now. Basically, we cannot get in the air in no part of Ukraine, since we have to work only with government purposes, only with government officials' approval. Otherwise, we will have and we will face challenges and unnecessary risks for our personnel. So for the jobs that like this, like the proper one, to grow seeds, to grow food on fields, to find unexploded arms, bombs, etc., we have a lack of time, like 1 or 2 weeks in advance. After that, we will not be able to use classical imagery drones. And we don't know how to perform, since we need the war to be over. Otherwise, we will not be able to fly and to help our end customers and clients.
Yeah, I feel you. That's and I mean, Ukraine is a cradle of foods, crops, vegetables, everything. Like we supply a lot of countries, and without us being able to provide, the world will be a bit
it will be not a bit. It will be not a bit.
It will be slimmer.
It will be a hunger, global hunger, since Ukraine produces 18% of wheat around the whole world, and more than 80% of sunflower products. Look, like this is what is going to happen in autumn, since the food safety is one of the most important tasks for all international organizations like World Food Organization or United Nations. They pay the most attention for the food safety around the globe. And what is actually happening with Ukrainian crop season is a possibility to get one more Holodomor, but not in Ukraine, the global one. Some countries will not face these issues, since they have pretty much of stocks years in advance. For example, China, they have a stock capable to fulfill their requests for a few years in advance. But if we are talking about third countries, like countries of Central Africa or countries of Southern America, or even some well-deployed, economically deployed countries, but that don't have enough of food stock, they will have and face problems. Somebody will just split their attention to new ways of getting food or new products, but somebody definitely will have problem and in Central Africa, I predict hunger this year.
It's a reality we are facing. So let's say everybody needs to work towards ending this war and making sure that we detect the unexposed bombs on the fields and make sure that the crops grow.
Yes, one more remark. The fights have to end, the war has to end, but we have to win.
Yes, there is. I am also Ukrainian. There is no other way without us winning the war, right? We are a free nation of free people.
Yeah, with crazy neighbors.
God gives us what we can conquer, right? Right. Thank you for your time. The last question, which I like to ask anyone who comes and talks with me, is, what do you think what it means to be Ukrainian right now?
To be Ukrainian is to be a part of one of the strongest nations in the world. To be Ukrainian right now is to be the person who actually we are the vision of the democracy and of the will of the whole world. We are defending democracy and the freeness of the whole world. And actually, to be Ukrainian right now, it is an honor. I'm proud to be Ukrainian right now, and for all the time in the universe, I will be proud that I am Ukrainian.
Slava Ukraini.
Slava Ukraini.
This was Valerii from Drone UA. I wish you all the luck and a lot of new customers, and I hope to see each other very soon. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.